Thanks, Chelsea. Coming up on Arts and Entertainment, we'll show you how Winthrop celebrates Asian culture and romance around the world. But first, here's our YouTube pick of the week, Winthrop's Harlem Shake.
Harlem Shake.
Welcome back to Arts and Entertainment. I'm Chelsea Vicari. If dating rituals in the United States are difficult for even Americans to navigate, picture finding love abroad. Reporter Crystal Booker takes a look at the art of dating across the globe.
I've been enjoying it ever since.
In a panel-style program organized by the International Center and the Office of Victims Assistance, American and international students came together on Casual Friday to learn the ins and outs of dating around the world. With student and faculty representatives from Slovenia, Saudi Arabia, India, China, and the United States, students discussed the similarities and differences in romantic relationships worldwide.
One thing that some of the students discussed is that when they came over here, a lot of their perceptions of Americans were from the media and movies like American Pie, and they had a skewed perception based on the media and what's exciting. Then they come here and they see that, well, they're more average, they're more like me than I thought.
One of the most noticeable differences for students was the ways in which the word love is treated when it comes to friends, family, and romantic partners.
That one word, it's just got a different meaning back home. It's a lot more stronger. And I saw girls getting a relationship with a boyfriend in the first week they met, they already said I love you to each other. I just found that a bit off.
The program allowed students to have sit-down discussions with one another while discussing how interacting romantically with new cultures can be both different and exciting. Proving that there's more than one way to fall in love, I'm Crystal Booker, reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
The next Casual Friday event hosted by the International Center will be on March 1st, taking a look at basketball's March Madness. Students came together for another look into international culture. Just because it isn't January 1st doesn't mean you can't celebrate the New Year's now. The Asian Lunar New Year kickoff with a cultural event for Winthrop students and the surrounding community. The International Student Center and the Culture Club partnered up to bring the Asian Lunar New Year with a bang. Food, dancing, singing, and Chinese calligraphy were all on the menu as international students and Winthrop students joined together in celebration.
Tonight, I think the break dance, apparently people really enjoyed it. We had a lot of people applauding, so I assume that they really enjoyed it. They loved the wobble, the dance at the end, and they also liked the Gangnam Style song, really popular in the US too. So.
The event is hosted annually and gives international students a chance to share their culture with the campus. American students join with them by participating in the talent showcase, fashion show, and performing martial arts. If you missed out on the Asian Lunar New Year celebration this year, there's always another chance next spring. From a smart way to discuss international differences to a tasty way to raise money, every spring the graphic design and illustration departments have a senior showcase. Zoe Ariziri tells us one of the ways they're raising money for the event.
Many departments have special events held in the spring to shed light on the successes of its seniors. The Graphic Design and Illustration Department holds a seniors showcase.
Every year they have a senior show, like showcasing all the graphic design and illustration majors' work. It's really we invite professionals from the area and kind of show us what we're made of and hopefully get a job out of it.
For the past 3 years, they've held a chili tasting event to raise money for the showcase. This year, they added something else to the mix.
Well, we have lasagna this year as well, which is new, but I made a chili mac, which is macaroni noodles with chili.
There were 7 different variations of chili available for tasting. Students could get one big bowl or little bowls to taste them all.
I'm tasting chili. Right now I'm tasting the first chili. It's a white chicken chili. It's got a heat to it even though it's white.
Good or bad?
I'd give it out of 10 an 8. So I'm very impressed.
The goal is to raise between $3,000 and $5,000 for the showcase, and this tasty fundraiser only put them closer to achieving that.
That's good chili. This is Zoe Ernzay reporting for Winthrop Close Up.
The senior showcase is scheduled to be held on April 22nd. For most people, going to a show means you sit, watch, and clap at the end. One Winthrop organization has taken a different approach when it comes to the audience. Skin Deep is Winthrop's organization for improvisational theater, and while the group usually has their audience emotionally involved, they've come up with a way to invite them into the show completely. First, members would perform the scene as they normally would, and then the floor was open for volunteers to come up and attempt the same skit.
Basically what we wanted to do tonight was give the Winthrop community the opportunity to participate in some of our scenes. A lot of people come to our shows and say they like the work that we do, but they never have the opportunity to actually, do the stuff. So this program that we had gave the campus that opportunity.
Hopefully Skin Deep will have similar events to come. Be sure to check the cultural and non-cultural events calendar for the next Skin Deep performance. That's all for the arts and entertainment this week. Zoe and Brianna will be back with the world news right after this quick break.
Students share their experiences through showing off campus so that the students can really figure out if Winthrop is the right fit for them.
We push to tell, not sell, because if you sell to a student might not buy. But if you tell them and they already have that love, they're gonna come.
Welcome back. Now it's time for Winthrop Close-Up's look at news from around the world. In an emotionally wrenching hearing, a judge upgraded the charge against Oscar Pistorius to premeditated murder, saying he could not rule out the possibility that the track star planned the shooting death of his girlfriend. The athlete known as the Blade Runner made headlines as the first double amputee to compete in the regular Olympics. No motive for the killing has been given.
8 masked thieves stole $50 million in roughed and polished diamonds in a lightning-fast heist at the Brussels airport in Belgium, Germany. Police said that the robbers arrived in 2 separate cars, breached the airport security fence, and sped right up to the airplane. They then removed the items from the hold before leaping back into their vehicles and escaping through that same hole in the fence. That's all we have for this week's Winthrop Close Up.
If you have any suggestions or story ideas, you can shoot them on over at the email listed below.
And stay in touch by following us on Twitter @Winthrop Close Up. See you next week.